I want to redo the last two chapters. I did broadcast since I think from chapter one to chapter 17. I did broadcast. It's only that there's a time that we had a I had a okay I myself had a power, should I say power shortage, or should I say power blackout, something like that. So it did affect me. They were not able to be uploaded, but since I have backup, I'm sure they are being uploaded, and I'm sure that you guys probably did the same, did get them, the videos of the beginning, since the beginning. I did do since the beginning. So yeah, since the beginning I've been doing this streaming of God of War, and it's since morning, in fact. Yeah, since morning, and now I'm done with God of War. But since the last two chapters, they were not recorded in a way that I wanted, I believe I can just redo it. So let's just start. The last two chapters is Mother's Ashes, and also the other chapter is Journey Home. Yeah, so those are the last two chapters. And also, not that God of War does end like that. It doesn't end like that. You do other missions, the other stories that you need to follow up. So yeah, you'll just be doing the other missions. Like for example, as you can see, this one's Mystic Gateway, Brooks Shop. In fact, most of probably the challenges, the tasks, they'll be coming from Brooks Shop. That is Brooks and his brother. And also there's this Unfinished Business. There's also the Atomy of Hope. There's also Mystic Gateway. This is the kind of mission that we continue doing, even if the story mode is over. Not that the whole God of War is over. There's a lot you can do before you give away the CD, or you give away you delete the game. There's a lot you can do still, but I won't broadcast this because these are simple tasks that I've also started doing them. Like for example, as you can see, there's completion of 82%, just remaining of about 8%, and also 82. It's about to be done. 82. Yeah, I'm also this one, the Voldemines, I'm done with it. 100. There's also this one. This one I think it's 85, meaning that I have around 15. So yeah, most of them I've done. So it's only that I haven't completed, but most of them it's done, definitely done. Like this one, 42%. So I have a lot to do there. So these are simple missions. The story mode is over. Once you finish, once you abide by the wishes of the mother, I think you are done with the mission. That is the sixth chapter. That is Mother's Ashes. The last chapter is Journey Home. Of which Journey Home, that doesn't mean that you go home and it's the end. That's why I'm talking about these other missions that you're supposed to do. So it has been a long day, to be honest. I've done this video like since morning. It's finally done. I just wanted to finish God of War because I think when it comes to myths, legends, story of the gods, I'm sure there are people who have watched God of Egypt. Now we're talking about God of War, So those kind of things to do with God, they're somehow creative and also good. It's a good story. Even when you're playing, it's like you're watching a movie. In fact, when you have an audience, someone who's playing with you, or someone who's watching you play, they won't be bored because they see something that probably, if those people love movies, they love movies. They like, you know, things to do with old BBC, Before Christ, those kind of movies. I'm sure this is the best game to play, and also, like I've said, it has the best graphics. I don't think there's any other game with the best graphics. Only that I'm sure most of the people who are complaining about God of War, they're complaining about probably you're not able to use God of War, the old God of War. You know, there's some of the old God of War. Compared to this God of War, I think there are things to do with the Rotten Tomatoes. Let me just use that word for, you know, uh, the audience. Yeah, let me just say that. So, like I've said, the mission is done. Like I've said, the last chapter, I think it's uploaded. I thought that it wouldn't upload, but I just wanted to do my last remarks. The two chapters are basically the mother's ashes, and also the last one. The last bit was the last bit what? I can't remember. Why I can't remember? Oh, the last bit is the journey home, and the journey home doesn't, like I've said, doesn't mean that you go home. There's a lot of missions that you can continue doing. Yeah, the mission is not done. There's a lot of missions you can continue doing.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwing. I can feel it in my scrot. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous.
These are the chapters. We have Midgard. We have this one, Midgard. Now this was the long. This is in fact this was the longest. Finding the highest peak, which God of War and his son didn't know that the highest peak was this one known as Jotunheim. Is it Jotunheim? Yeah, Jotunheim, the highest peak. They didn't know that that one was the tallest. So they had to go seek the all known. Like this guy knows everything about the lands. Yeah, Midgard, everything, gods. Yeah, because he was working for Odin, so he has all knowledge. It's a good story, like I've said. It's just like watching a movie. That's why it makes it more interesting. So, like, I think I can repeat the last three chapters because of probably data issues or whatever that happened, and also there was a power shortage. So I can just do the last three chapters, and also so that we just move on. Tomorrow, like I've said, the evening I'll be broadcasting. I'll be on air. I think I'll do Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. So stay tuned. Like I've said, share this YouTube channel with friends, family. It's a good for those who love gaming. That is, like I've said, for those who love gaming. For those who love gaming, you can share, like, leave a comment. Like I've said, my game tag for PS is for my PlayStation is you can find me at Optimal Charity 0. And also
guess it all makes sense now. Why should
no, like Optimal Charity 0, not that one. So Optimal Charity 0, you can we can be friends. We can maybe team up in some of the games that we have, like Call of Duty, Apex, those kind of games, Yeah, so feel free. I think we can just play together. There's a lot we can do. Even GTA Online, we can team up, because I have a crew that we do it at around 2, so we can just team up and also play together. Like I've said, there's a lot we can do. This mission is too long, Lord. So which one is the last one? Which one is the last one? Like I said, I'll just do the first 2 parts. I'm just going to do the last chapter, that is Mother's Ashes, and also I'm going to do which one else? I'm just going to do the last two bit, so that at least, okay, like for those who have been on, I'm sure you'll find the videos of chapter 1. Okay, no, I don't think it's still chapter 1, because chapter 1, I think it was erased, but from, I think, chapter 5, if I'm not mistaken, from chapter 5, since chapter 5 till the end. No, I just want to go to the climax. So let's see. Lord. So yeah, let's just begin from here. But the main purpose of this chapter 4 was the purpose. Okay, the big main mission for the mother, the deceased, was to ensure that God of War and his son get along, because they didn't get along, so they had to find a way so that they can be able to get along. So they had to make sure that they get along, and also, like father-son bond, But God of War didn't, God of War was tough. He didn't want to share his past, some of the things that he did at the past, because he knew that it's going to affect.
Could you take a look at this?
What? You got it.
Because he knew that it's going to affect him.
See the giants.
Because,
Well, things weren't according to
his son is a god. He didn't want him to
Go
know
ahead, walk
everything
in
about
Jotunheim
being a
and we'll be
god,
on our
because
way.
God of War, as you know, since God of War 1, 2, and 3, you know that God of War, some of the things that he did good, and also he did bad by killing people. So he killed a lot of innocent people. He killed a lot of bad people. So that's the thing that he didn't want to share with his. He didn't want to share with his son.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right.
So through that,
Got it.
now that's the thing that made
Let's hope this doesn't
God of
cause
War
you to
like
explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't
they
considered
don't want
that.
to share
Maybe we
everything
should
about,
talk about this a bit more.
his past with
Nah,
his son.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
He just wanted to focus
Ready?
about the future and the present, but not the past.
Now, boy.
But as you can see, the graphics, it has the best graphics. God of War has the best graphics. It seems like it has no error. I think that makes it best at the moment.
We must
When you
be
talk,
close.
let's and
Well,
get me
what are we
clear.
waiting for?
We're not talking about
Think it's gone?
action. This is
We will see.
mythical story, legends. You know, things to do with gods. I'm sure like others have watched God of
A
Egypt.
word, please, before we
Ti-
continue.
it is Tights. Yeah, Tights. There's another movie
Listen, the
known
last
as
thing you
Eye.
two need up there is a
Those people
decomposing
love
heat drone at the
adventure.
moment.
Like I've said, this is the best
I'll wait
movie
for you
that you
here.
can use it.
This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to fight,
That
Lady Sif's
exactly that
soft,
makes
perfect
this movie
sloshers.
best.
You done did it.
Sorry. We had
It's
to
the
see
best.
this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, no, I can't.
Okay.
Like I've said, it has the best graphics.
Ready.
Like, look at it. Like, everything.
Come.
I think they use the movie, is it movie filter or something? Not a filter, but in such a way like it can be like, oh, okay, because I've said that even if you sit with an audience like right next to you, they'll be able to follow up. Like it's just like a movie, exactly like a movie. So that makes it like good, very good. God of War and his son. I'm trying to think of chapter 5, what it's gonna be. That is God of War 5. God of War 5 seems somehow very interesting.
Look!
This is the
One of the
last
giant's
two
fingers.
chapters. Okay, let
can
me
see
just
the
call it
high-speed
the last
head.
chapter.
Right over there!
Because chapter 17, that is the journey home, is not a big deal.
We
Because
did.
you just move from here to
We did.
the Midgard. You go to Midgard, yeah. Where you do some, you know. This is the last story mode. This is the last chapter of the story. Just look at the
What are you
graphics.
doing?
Look at the story mode.
I have nothing more to hide.
I think it's ranked number 2. God of War is ranked number 2. Last of Us number 1.
Can we go now?
There's Horizon,
We're so
but
close.
Horizon you can't compare with God of War. God of War is even the
Boy.
story itself, and there's no error. It's just perfect game. Look at the feet to the ground. It's just like basically like the way, like a normal person. Like I've said, no error.
Carrier.
Clothes, blades, axe, God of War's blades, as you can see. Just like I said, this game was the game creator was very creative. This is the last chapter. The last chapter is Mother's Ashes.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now. Hello? Anybody here?
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
This is the God of War, the old God of War, not old.
Why carve all these faces?
Like I think this is
What
the
if
age
this is all
of
the giants that
40,
got out of Midgard alive?
40,
Not really many at all.
45.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
The old God of War. People
Who's the
love
guardian?
the past, the old, not the new God of War. The old God of War, people love him because, okay, you know, the old God of War was kind of active. compared to this one more, it's all about the kid, Atreus.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
Look at the graphics, like the creativity of this game. Awesome.
It's your axe. It's Mother. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened.
This game,
Wait,
like I've said, when it comes to myths,
everything that was going to
legends, I'll prefer God of War. For
The
those people who
dragon in the
haven't played God
mountain?
of War,
the stone
this is the
mason,
best game you can play.
all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't you tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
This is the last journey, Mother's Ashes.
Look,
We scatter the ashes
It's
to
Mother's.
top
she was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it. Father,
No. We do it together. Son. Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The Giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The Giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? You with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
The Great Warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Mimir missed it.
This comes the end of
I
the
understand you want to
story.
go home, but I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people. Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Continue exploring, completing dwarven favors, freeing dragons, travel to Morphine and Neophime, find new items in the shop to get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat legendary corrupted Valkyries. So that's all that you're going to do. Yeah, that's all you're going to do. I've defeated one, but the others, oh, they're so too tough. They're too tough. So, like I've said, you just need to level up God of War. Like, for example, you do the tasks that are there. There's a lot of tasks that you can do. Oh, we're in a closed place. Let's leave here. So, like I've said, this is the end of story. That was the end of story. So now we go back home. Yeah, now we head
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you want to realise. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur has become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens, for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Ah, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed. Prophecy didn't count on you.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrot.
So for now, we just do the remaining tasks.
Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrot.
Yeah. We heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
So basically that's it. That's all about God of War. The only thing that will be remaining is probably we'll finish these small missions in blue. Like for example, when you look at your right, your top right, there is completion. There's the region. You find, like for example, the one which I've been doing, it's 85%. There's another one, 39%. There's another one, unfinished business, which doesn't have even a percentage, meaning that I haven't attempted. There's another one with 68. So it depends. 68. Now this is what you're supposed to defeat. You can't defeat this thing without leveling up. Like for example, as you can see, God of War strength at the moment is at the top right. As you can see, it's 114. You are supposed to have at least 300 and above, or probably 200 and above, so that you can be able to defeat and ensure that your defense is strong, because that thing is too strong. So you need to ensure that you have, even if it's full, better vitality, ensure that it's so strong. In fact, that vitality and luck ensure that you have it, so that you are able to, you know, get some advantages when you're fighting with it. So like I've said, and ensure that you complete some of the tasks. For example, for an axe, like we can see, the axe made incomplete, but it's because you need to face a bigger challenges. So that was not the bigger challenge. That was just a story mode to motivate you on more about God of War and to make it more creative. And to be honest, it was creative. And when it comes to map, like I've said, there's a lot. Not that the God of War is over just because the story mode is over. There's a lot of missions you can perform. Like as you can see, they are all there. Like where you see a blue tree, a blue logo with a white tree inside it. This is the one these are the tasks which are supposed to complete. Like for example, there's one which I have undiscovered. There's something that I haven't performed, or probably I've sold it. Yeah. Others is because I've sold it. Yeah, I did sell some items to Brooke, so I just acquire them back and then done. So yeah, I believe that's all that was needed, because as you can see, Mystic Gateways 2 out of 2, Shop Found 1 out of 1, and Discovered, that's something that I've like I did sell them. So it's for me just to go there, done. I just visit the place and then 100 complete. So like I've said, God of War is not over. You can just log in and you can just sign up. Like for example, this one, it's full because it didn't I have everything that was required. So the others is because I sold it so that I can gain more power and also strengthen my weapons, strengthen God of War. So yeah, just know that the mission is not over yet. You can continue playing God of War. Thank you for watching and following up with this video, this live streaming. So I'm really appreciate for your time and efforts to like log in, just watching the movie, because it's like a movie. Because when you follow up the story mode, it's just like a movie. As you can see, tell me what you think about the God of War, the upcoming God of War, that is God of War 5. And tell me your reviews on God of War 5. Is it going to be awesome? Is it going to be challenging? Is God of War going to retire and probably the son Atreus takes place? Or probably they're going to work together. It's only that the work will be mostly done with the Atreus, because the son has gained more skill. He has proven to his father that he can be able to take over when his father doesn't have enough strength to fight, you know. Because obviously God of War, as you can see, is getting old. Not old, but he has matured. And he's not strong the way he was like the past. Remember, he gave up his life because of his son in chapter 4, beginning of chapter 4, before it even reached here, that now he has a blade. This blade, he just took it because of his son. He only had this axe, meaning that he changed his pathway. So like I've said, God of War is a very interesting story and easy to, you know, follow up. Very interesting story, in fact, because like it all connects the beginning and the end. Now it's you to like combine it, you know, like it's like just like having cold water and warm water. You just mix it, it becomes one. It won't form a layer. So like I've said, it's a very interesting story. And like I've said, if you haven't played God of War, you just need to play it, because it's a very good game. We've met the serpent has helped us in one way or another. So it's a very interesting story, and looking forward to more to come and more that we're going to find on the way. Like I've said, the story mode is over, so the only thing remaining is the simple missions that you need to undertake, just to keep you moving. You know, you won't give out the CD yet, you know, you need, or probably the disc yet. You just have to finish the mission, and then now that's the time you'll say that I'm waiting for 5. Like I've said, give your reviews on 5, give your reviews on 4. What are the best moments that you've found when it comes to 4, that is God of War 4, this one with Atreus? Give your feedback about Atreus also, because like I've said, he has proven to his father that he's able to take over, or like, you know, to fight the monsters. He has shown that he's powerful, you know, like his father. And like I've said, he's not a god, he's not a giant, he's not a human, he's not a, you know, he has more powers. That means he's a giant, he's a god, he's also human, he's mortal, you know, he's a kid. He's just a normal kid. It's only that he has been given special powers, okay, like, you know, inherited from his father, his mother, because his mother was a giant. And also now he's a boy, so makes him immortal. Because of that, you know, mixing of giant and a god made him not a god, not fully a god, but also a normal person. So like I've said, tomorrow I'll be streaming on Uncharted, even if it's not tomorrow. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, because Uncharted is also a very top story at the moment when it comes to gaming. Like, I can rate God of War top, then Last of Us number 1, God of War number 2, and also there is Uncharted. Those two games are the best adventure story mode ever. When it comes to Myth, God of War, Myths, Legends, Gods, God of War, obviously. When it comes to adventure, fully adventure, and a bit of action, we'll go with Uncharted. When it comes to story mode that will make you not sleep, when you're talking about full movie mode, it's obviously Last of Us. And Last of Us the best of the best. So like I've said, we are through with God of War. Kindly like, subscribe, share with friends, and let the friends share with their friends, and let the friends share with their other friends. Let us keep on moving, and I'll keep on producing more and more live streaming of games. Probably if you have challenges, you can just text. If you have met some challenges that you are unable to solve, you can just briefly comment below, so that I'll be able to get back to you and also guide you on some of the things. But I'm sure with the videos that I've posted about God of War, I'm sure that you'll be okay. So for now, I just say that thank you, and also like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for being with us till the end of God of War. Like, it's not the end, it's the end of the story mode, but we have another task, a lot of tasks to perform, of which I've done most of them. The only thing I need to face is the big G. No, that's not the big G. The big G is this abad, this one. This is the big G that I need to face. So thank you for being with us, and yeah, you just have a lovely day, or have a lovely night, or have a lovely remaining part of the day.